Well, welcome to the Dots and Dashes podcast number 43. Now, I understand it, Prakash, that you're a part-time book reader.
Good morning, Lynn.
What are you reading?
So, I'm a part-time book reader. I try and read books when I can. Especially on holiday, I could read 2 or 3 books within about 2 weeks. I started when I was young. I used to read Ian Fleming books, James Bond books a lot. I used to enjoy reading them. I think I've read most of them, but I can't remember when, but I've seen the films as well. But I have started reading since I retired, I started reading a lot more. My main books that I read are thrillers. I started with a guy called Andy McNabb. Do you heard
Yes,
of him?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, and he was an ex-SAS officer. And his books were about going into battles and what sort of things. So, but they liked thrillers, but he was putting life stories in it. And that was really interesting. I enjoyed reading them. But after a while, you get used to the style and you want to move on. So I started reading another author, is a British author called Lee Child. He did Jack Reacher movies, if you remember Jack Reacher, and I used to watch the films and read his books, read most of his books. But then now he's partnered with his brother Andrew Child, and the books have gone a bit down market, and I don't really like it that much. But of course, another author that I've read is Robert Goddard. And again, he's got a big series, but I think I read most of his books, and after a while you had a big collection, but in the end, where do you store these books?
Yeah, exactly. You need to cover for that.
I've got a massive collection. My son's got a massive collection. He reads 1 book a day almost when he's here back on holiday. He was with us on Christmas, and he was reading virtually a book a day. And his Christmas list is 15 odd books.
Wow.
But he reads all different sorts, and he loves reading. I'm reading at the moment a book by Richard Osman, We Solve Murders, and he's done a series of. This is his 5th book, I think. He did 3 called Thursday Murder Club, and Richard Osman used to be on BBC with Jeremy Armstrong. He used to do, I can't remember. It's called program called. They used to win a trophy. I can't remember the name of the program, but he was with him. But he's now just purely writing books, and he's become quite famous. His books seem to be always number 1 on the Times list as well.
Really? So
I got that one, We Solve Murders, and also got another one by him called The Impossible Fortune, which is his latest book. So I haven't virtually started reading them, but that's the next step. I enjoy reading the Thursday Murder Club. It's a good series, really enjoyed it. It's set in a retirement village somewhere in Oxfordshire, Berkshire, somewhere like that. And amazing, it was great. Once you get into these books, you don't want to put them down.
Really, yes. It's nice when you get a book like that.
Yeah. And but also, I don't just read thrillers. I also, when I get time or feel like it, I read personal development books, business development books. Starting with when I was doing NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I've got a lot of books by Milton Erickson, who was one of the best hypnotherapists in the USA, going a long way back. He used to write books about changing thought patterns and he used to hypnotize people into getting rid of their phobias, getting rid of their illnesses. So I read a lot of his books. I got his videos as well, which I watch sometimes just to want to learn something different or look at something. So I do that. And I read recently a book called Atomic Habits, which is about changing your patterns and your mindset by doing daily different things. Have you heard of Atomic Habits?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
So it's one of the big sellers. So I buy light books, but I read sometimes part of it, put it down, and go back to it. Those books. You can't read those books in one day or one going. It takes a while because you have to put into practice. If reading Atomic Habits, unless you do what it tells you, it's no point reading it, you know.
Yes, sure.
It's really changing your mindset, changing your thought patterns, etc. Also read a recent book called Psychology of Money. Really interesting book. I wish I had that when I was younger.
Yes.
It would have changed everything. But it's only about 15 years old, the book. But it gives a really good insight into how you should treat money, what people's views about money are, and that sort of thing. Yeah. There's a couple of the books in the pipeline. Another one author is Dan Brown. Have you heard of Dan Brown? The
Yes.
Da Vinci Code.
Yes, I have.
Read
Yes.
most of his book. He's got a new one out called The Secret of Secrets, which I'll probably be reading in the next few weeks.
Right.
Basically, that's how my book reading goes. I mean, what we can do one day is discuss one book in particular, and I can read the book and I can go through what it says, like give a review. Perhaps today is not the day because I am in the middle of reading something and I haven't finished it. So maybe next topic or in a few weeks' time, maybe you could do what book I read last week, and perhaps you could do the same.
Sure.
And we could do the book review each. Yeah, that might
Yeah,
make
that'd
a
be
good.
have to be a really short book for me because I don't get
It
these
doesn't matter
days.
anything.
I
Yeah,
used to read a long time ago.
yeah.
I loved reading books when I was young.
I suppose time is the issue as well. You've got to find time, especially
Yeah,
if you're
there's
busy and if you're looking after family and doing things for them. I believe you're doing accounts for your stepdaughter and your stepson or
Yes,
something
yes.
last week. That sort of thing must keep you busy.
Yeah, it takes time, but
Yeah, and
of
accounts
course,
is not easy thing to do, really, is it?
I
Which
haven't done
is,
mine yet.
I'm lucky in that respect. My daughter does ours, so
Right.
that helps. Mine are pretty simple and straightforward anyway. So,
Yes, so will mine be.
so anyway, how was your last week? Good? Was it good?
I was really busy sort of setting up the teleprompter and everything else and all the other bits of paraphernalia that I've acquired and putting them all together. And yeah, it's working quite well. I'd done the first recording on it yesterday
Uh-huh.
and it didn't come out too badly.
What did you record?
I'm sorry,
What did you record?
just a tiny little one, just to start with.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
doing it for the affiliate think tank that I run.
Uh-huh.
And so I thought, right, instead of waiting for people to come and talk to me on Zoom, I'll, which has dropped off quite considerably,
Brilliant.
especially since I've not been on Facebook for a while. Those were the people that were a little bit more interested in talking.
Something
And
quite specialized. That'd be something quite specialized, isn't it? If affiliate think tank, that's a good topic. I like that.
yeah. So I thought, right, I'll start doing a little podcast series. And I've done
Fantastic.
the first one yesterday. So I haven't loaded it yet, but I've
Okay.
recorded it.
Have you started your YouTube channel yet?
The which one?
Have you started doing your YouTube channel? YouTube?
That's going to go on YouTube
Brilliant. Good.
and Instagram, LinkedIn.
Lovely. Perhaps next time we can talk about how you use LinkedIn, because I'd like to learn how you use LinkedIn.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually quite straightforward. There's just one or two little hiccups in it, but that I find anyway.
Yeah, what would be a good idea to do a training video on LinkedIn on
I
here?
don't know if I'm good enough for a training as such because I'm finding my way around it myself. But I can certainly tell you what I know up to date.
Okay. Good.
But I don't know the whole workings of LinkedIn. And that changes a bit as well, I notice. Not quite as quickly as some programs change, like our recording one. There's something new every week, you know. And it's fantastic. I just love this program.
Oh, that's good.
But with LinkedIn, it's a little more, no, I was going to say difficult, but it's not difficult. It's a little bit different when you put something on there. So subtle changes. that you
Okay.
have to make. But yeah,
Interesting. Good.
I mean, LinkedIn is a good site. I like LinkedIn.
Yeah. I'd have to learn because I think you get to meet and get contacts of business people in LinkedIn
That's
rather
right.
than
That's
Instagram and Facebook. You get people who are just doing social media. So it might good idea. Good idea.
yes. In fact, maybe losing Facebook, being disabled, from that, it's actually helped me
And
because I was spending so much time putting stuff on
Facebook's not
Facebook.
working really because they keep on changing their algorithm
Yeah,
and it's very difficult.
yeah. And they're trying to charge people, and the pricing is absolutely phenomenal. You know, I think it was just when they done that blitz and I got caught up in it, of taking all these people out. I think is what the idea was behind it. That people would come in and then they would purchase these things instead of
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
them
yeah.
for free.
So, all right then. I think that's for enough for me from today. Maybe perhaps next week I will read a book and we can talk about. I can do a book review. See what happens.
All right. Yeah, of course
Okay.
you can. You can do anything you like on here.
It's just free for all. You need to invite some guests soon anyway as well.
Yes. Did you manage to have a word with anyone?
No, I haven't. But I could do if you want me to. So I
Yeah.
tried that. There's a guy called Craig somebody. I've sent him a couple of messages, but he hasn't come back to me. Because I
Okay.
think you mentioned him that he'll be very good to come on our podcast. But I'll try again, see a couple of people. I'll see who can. I think we can. There's a couple of people that are in the 30-day challenge. You might be able to join. I'll send them a message.
Yes, good idea. And anybody else that wants to come on, just drop us a line.
Exactly. It's
Love
bye
to
for
have
me.
you. Okay, and that's bye from me too. Take care.